Well, the backstory of the Marriage and Money program is really just evolves out of my financial planning practice. I mean, most of my clients are between 55 and 62. Technically, they're baby boomers, but let's call them like baby boomers. And they, have the same type of issues. I mean, what do they have, where they want to go, how they're going to get there. And most of their concerns are around retirement, but it also includes their family and family dynamics. And it also includes their children, who at that point are probably 25 to 40 years old. Now, their children are doing great. They have great careers, they have a great financial start, and they're starting to get married. And so what they just asked me is, can you offer them just some insight? And I said, sure, I'd love to provide the same type of conversation, but at the beginning of their partnership. And I didn't have anything developed, so I started to look around and really didn't see anything that really covered the full scope of, what it takes to move from a single person to a partnership. And we talk about the evolution of financial advice, how our financial kind of responsibilities kind of increased as we moved from like a pension to a 401k. And so I really just started to build this program on all these moving parts, not just the numbers, not just budgets, where a lot of the articles seem to kind of focus their efforts. And what I found is that as I started to increase the amount of information, it became so much more different, and there was just this huge gap for the people who are actually doing okay by many standards. Now, to be clear, when you talk about these groups, there's always going to be these three groups. There's people who are going to do just fine. I mean, they save enough money, they're investing correctly, and there's always going to be people who are frankly going to struggle, and they're going to need a lot of financial support. But what I found is that there's this middle group that really didn't have any information for them. They didn't meet their investment minimums for investment firms, and no one was really talking about the communication and the behavior and the financial components altogether. And that's why I built this program. Marriage and Money is basically giving them information outside of investments, giving them the favorite college professor talk, the favorite uncle talk. And maybe instead of just a half an hour after dinner with coffee, I'm taking a couple hours to really lay out this foundation. And at the end of it, they can take it and move forward in a hopefully a kind of a productive way. In no way, shape, or form did I want to use this as, you want to go invest with me. I mean, actually, if I really think about it, if this program is successful, 99% of the people who actually use this won't become my clients. And that's not a reflection of my practice. My practice is only so big with families. But it means that there are people who may not need full financial planning tools. They don't need somebody to help them through every step. They need just filling in gaps. Or maybe they even have a financial advisor or planner, and they need to raise the level of service that they're receiving. So the idea behind this program is to really help them set a baseline and start their relationship off correctly so they don't have as many problems at the end.